Murli is very much, actually, all the Murlis which we used to read daily, they are very much suitable for present scenario because while walking and while we are traveling in this path of peace and love and power, sometimes we forget that we are travelers. And many a times when something happens in our life, we again remember that, yeah, we are traveler and we have to have disinterest from this world. But again, the interest start coming. And again, by reading Murli, we start disinteresting the things. And that is why Baba says that sometimes we feel, when Baba says today that Ravan is powerful than me, although we know that Baba is Almighty Authority, but still, because who have such power that who can create obstacle in the sacrificial fire which is created by God Himself. It is Raman only. So it is inside. The Raman is where? It is, yes, it is inside us. The vices are inside us. The tug of war which is inside us is clearly been seen by Baba, which Baba, by using the words, Baba used to say that, yes, the Raman become powerful. But we know that ultimately the real victory is of Ram, that is Shiv Baba, and that is of the good over the bad. So we, the Babas, special souls, we are going to become deities, and we have to be a real victorious, a winner in this war. So today's Baba Murli is very much suitable for today's scenario because we know that this is the time for all the souls of this world to have disinterest from the whole world. So that is why let's start and first of all evoke Baba in front of us and be soul conscious stage as if Baba is talking to the souls who are sitting not only on this stage but also on the confluence age, because on one hand we have Kali Yuga and on the other hand we have Satyug. So we are in between that, and that balance, the state of mind, the state of intellect, where we can see the both scene and sceneries together. One hand we are watching all the scenes of Kali Yuga, another hand we are watching all the scenes of Satyug. So which scenes we are watching more, it shows that what is the present scene of my mind is, what is the state of my mind is, what is the stage of the soul is. So let's see where we are and create the visions of both the scenes, Kalyug as well as Satyug, while we are just listening the Murli from Baba itself. So I'll call Baba, and because it is Madhuban and we have three things which is common to all of us, Baba, Murli, and Madhuban. So today is 14th of June 2021. The essence of the Murli is, sweet children, only when you have unlimited disinterest in this old world will you be able to return home with the Father. The question is, although God is the Almighty, why are there obstacles in this sacrificial fire of knowledge He created? The answer we all know. Baba says that because Raman is even stronger than God. We know that God is the Almighty Authority, but we see in the life of all the souls of the Kali Yuga, Raman has just overpowered the God. When there come certain situations of love, greed, desires, they forget about what God has told to us. So these are the things in the Kali Yuga, in this time, when everybody feels as if Raman is more powerful than God. So, therefore, when his kingdom is being snatched away, he would definitely create obstacles. So, first of all, we were in the land of God, and then we come in the land of Ravan. And again, if we have to go in the land of God, then definitely the Ravan will definitely fight with the God. So here inside the war is creating inside us. The real is just again it is coming back to the Satyugi stage, but before that, this war is inside us, where Ravan is pulling us here and Ram is pulling us there only. So according to the drama, there have been obstacles in this sacrificial fire from the beginning, and they will definitely continue. We will we have been transferred from the impure world to the pure world. Therefore, impure people will definitely create obstacles. Definitely, it will happen. So, our mind is already prepared, and our mind not only prepared, but mind has already become powered by Shiv Baba so that we can fight and we can win. The song today is O Traveler from the Faraway Land. In Hindi, the song is O Dur Ke Musafir, Humko Bhi Saath Le Le, Hum Reh Gaye Akele. So, in the whole song, Baba says that the traveler from the faraway land, please take along with you because we remain left in this land. So we are just calling Baba, please take us along with you. But Baba has so many restrictions, so many rules, so many regulations. There are certain conditions which we have to follow, otherwise we can't go along with Baba. So let's start the Murli. Om Shanti. You, sweetest, spiritual children, heard a line of the song. Just as the Vedas and scriptures show the path of devotion, so this song too shows a little bit of the path. They don't understand anything. To listen to stories from the scriptures is just sweetness from the ears. I don't know that those who are living in America or London or the native people of these countries, they have listened to some Vedas or scriptures. But in India, Vedas, scriptures, or there must be some artis, songs of on the spiritual path. They have listened to many a times with their mothers or grandmothers. So Baba says that these are stories and they are just sweetness to the ear, nothing else. So you children now know who is called the traveler from the faraway land. Yeah, we know. You souls know that you too are travelers from far away and that your home is the land of peace. Because human beings do not understand these things, it means they do not understand anything. Because of not knowing the Father, no one knows the world cycle. So that is why our whole course is meant like this. At first, we must know about ourselves, then we know about Baba, and then about the Trimurti and the cycle. So in our worldly life also, when a child born, so initially we tell about what is your name and then what is your father's name, and then where you live and other things regarding it. So the same thing is with the soul also. First of all, until or unless we do not know about our Father, how could we know about the whole cycle, about this world? So the soul understands when Shiv Baba says, I become a living, embodied soul for a temporary period. You become embodied souls all the time. So we know this. I only become an embodied soul for a temporary period at the confluence stage. So even then, in that too, not in the same way that you do, because Baba do not come in this cycle of birth and death. So I enter this being in order to give my own introduction. How else would you receive the introduction? The father has explained there is only one spiritual father who is called Shiv Baba, God. No one else knows him. There is only the bond of purity here. The biggest bond of all is to consider oneself to be a soul. Spiritual father, who is the traveler from the faraway land, the purifier, whom you remember on the path of devotion, explains, I will take you all back home. I will not leave anybody behind. Everyone has to return home. So, this is Baba's promise to all souls, but how and what is the way that is different from soul to soul? There will not be any annihilation because the land of Bharat is always there. The land of Bharat is never destroyed. Or at the beginning of the golden age, there is just the land of Bharat. When the father comes at the confluence age of the cycle, he has to establish the original, eternal deity religion. All the rest of the religion are to be destroyed. You are also helping to establish the original, eternal deity religion. You heard where it says to the song, Baba, take us back home with you. So we know that we always say, Baba, please take us along with you. So the father says, no one can go back with me, just like that, unless there is disinterest in the old world. So this is the condition. Until or unless we have disinterest from this old world, cannot go into a new world. So this is the most important thing, that if our face is towards this side, how can we move towards this side? So if we have to go on this side towards Satyug, our face, that is our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our ears, our head, that is our thoughts, where we are looking at, what we are listening to. So everything should be towards this side. It should not be towards that side. So in case our head is towards that side, it means still we have interest in this old world. So how can we go to this world? Baba says the only condition is before that you must have disinterest from this old world. When a new home is being built, the hurt is removed from the old one. You also know that this world is to be destroyed. You now have to return to the new world. That should always remain with us in our mind. Unless you become Satu Pradhan, you cannot become Satu Pradhan deities. So here we have to become Satu Pradhan. This is why Baba repeatedly says, consider yourself to be souls and continue to remember the Father. The one traveler of the faraway land who grants salvation to everyone has come. The world does not know him. They say that he is omnipresent. You children now know, number wise, according to your efforts, that you are the children of Shiv Baba. When you come here, that is in Madhuban, you understand that you are going to Bapdada. Therefore, this is a family. Because when we say it's our Bap and Dada, so it all automatically it becomes a family. This is God's family. When someone has a large family, it becomes like a big group. Shiv Babas, because in India, whenever, because in olden days, there will be a big family. At the time of Baba, even in one family, at least there are 9 or 11 or 12 members. One father, mother, and around 9 to 10 children with them. Now there are only one or two, but still at that time, uh, because we have seen with our mothers and fathers' family also, they were around 7 or 8 members, children in one family. So Baba said, just like a big group, a family is like a big group. So Shiv Baba's children, who are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, are also a big group. You Brahma Kumars and Kumaris know that you are claiming the inheritance from the unlimited Father. It is shown in the scripture that the Pandavas gambled with the Kauravas and put their kingdom up as the stake. So this is a story in Mahabharata. However, neither the Pandavas nor the Kauravas had a kingdom. So actually, this is there the Kauravas and Pandavas were brothers and they have a fight with each other. So which is called Mahabharata. So this is in Mahabharata scripture. But Baba says here, whatever Baba says, according to Baba, we are Pandavas and other children are the Babas or are the Kauravas who know Baba, who know about the God, but they do not know exactly who is God. So they are Kauravas. So it's just like that in Mahabharata. Krishna is called the God in Mahabharata, but he is from the family of Kauravas as well as Pandavas because both were brothers. But Pandavas knew that he is God, but Kauravas still they have doubt that he is not a God. He is just like common person. He is also like us. So it is the difference that we know Baba, so we are Pandavas, but other who know that there is God, but they do not know that who is God, so they are Kauravas. But Baba says that nor the Kauravas has kingdom, but this time there is no kingdom because neither we have any kingdom nor other people have any kingdom. There was no crowns, etc. It is written that they were made to leave the city and they went and hide their weapons, etc. So this is in the story. All of those are tall stories that they made up. There was neither a Pandav kingdom nor a Kaurava kingdom, nor did they battle among themselves. They were brothers. So Baba says, however, there was a war between kings. The war took place between Kauravas and the Yavanas. Baba says that there is always a war between the kings, not within the brothers. So actually there is a war within the Kauravas and the Yavanas because there will be a war in the European countries and Baba says that the Kauravas that in India also there will be a civil war. So there is a war between those but not with the Pandavas. We the soul are not going to uh, fight with anybody. How could brothers destroy one another? They have portrayed the Pandavas and Kauravas fighting a war and only 5 Pandavas and a dog surviving. So it is in the story after Mahabharata what happened. Kava says they then melt away on the mountains. So it is in the story that after the war, so Pandavas go on the mountains, they went on the mountains and they get melted there. So therefore the play was over, in which case there was no meaning to Raj Yoga because before Mahabharat fight started, Mahabharat war started, there was the Gita Gyan was given by Krishna to the Arjun. So what is the need of that? So there he told about the Raj Yoga. So what is then there is no question of Raj Yoga there. So what is the need of that Gita Gyan if this is the ultimate end of the whole story? So this is just like a story. So there is no connection with anything here in the whole story. But you children now know that Father comes every cycle and establish the one religion. They call out, O purifier, Baba, come and make us pure from impure. So here in the path of devotion, we used to call God and say that make us pure. And that is why many devotees to go in the Gangas and they used to have many bedis in the Ganga many a time in a year. So in the golden age, there is just one sun dynasty kingdom. The land of Vishnu is being established through Brahma. Now that the Father has come, follow his directions remain as pure as a lotus. Kumaris do not, Kumaris won't be told to live at home like a lotus. They are pure anyway. This is said to the householders. Kumars and Kumaris should not even get married. So, this is Baba's guidance to the Kumars and Kumaris. Otherwise, the two would become householders. There is some mention of a pure marriage. So Baba always, this many times Baba talk about Gandharva Vivaha. In India we say Gandharva Vivaha. It is a pure marriage. Where when a Kumaris is beaten, then under desperate circumstances, she is helped to have a pure marriage. In fact, the beating should still be tolerated, but no one should become a half Kumari. So, Baba says those who are celibate from the birth are very well known. So, people used to sing their songs, they used to worship those actually because they are following the celibacy from their childhood. Once you get married, you become half partner. So, Baba is telling us the importance for to become all to follow the celibacy from the childhood. Kumars are told to remain pure. Those who live at home with their families are told to become like a lotus. They are the ones who have to make effort. By not getting married, there won't be any bondage. A Kumari has to study and become a strong in knowledge. Young Kumaris who are still dependent cannot be accepted here. They can stay at home and study. If the parents are in knowledge, they can bring with them the children who are dependent on them. This is a school, a home, and also the company of the truth, that is a spiritual gathering. In India, we call it satsang. The means the truth means the one Father to whom it is said, O resident of the faraway land. Souls become beautiful. The Father says, I, the traveler, am always beautiful. I remain in my purity. So the purity is the best beauty. So Baba always remain pure. Baba is always beautiful. And that is why in India we say Shiv as Satyam, that is truth, Shivam, that is always a benefactor, and Sundaram, most beautiful. So I remain in my purity. I come and make all the souls pure and beautiful. There is no other traveler like that. Because the song is from films, so Baba says that there is no other traveler like me who purify and beautify the souls. The Father explains, I come into the kingdom of Ram. Even this body belonged to someone else. You soul says, this is my body. Baba says, this is not my body. It is this one's body. It is the body of Brahma Baba. This impure body is not mine. So Baba says that this is not mine body, this is an impure body. It comes at the end of the last of the once many birth. Or this once, because at the last birth of Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba enters his body. So Baba says that he comes at the end of the last of this once many birth, the number one pure soul, and then becomes the last number. This is by the end he becomes vicious. At time, the number one soul has 16th celestial degree full. Now no degrees remains, all are impure. Therefore the Father is the traveler of the faraway land, is he not? You souls too are travelers. So we should always remain with this feeling that just like Baba, we are also traveler. There is nothing in this world which belongs to us. So Baba says, you come here to play your part. No one knows this world cycle. No matter how many scriptures someone may have studied, no one else can give this knowledge. The Father explains, I enter this body and give knowledge to you souls. Those human beings give knowledge of the scriptures to human beings. They are devotees. There is only the one bestower of salvation. He alone is the ocean of knowledge. Because of not knowing him, there is body consciousness. They do not explain that each of you should have the faith that you are a soul. Soul study. No one explains this because there is body consciousness. So even if people used to explain this that you are a soul, but still while they are telling, they are giving this knowledge that you are a soul, I am a soul, they are not in that soul conscious stage. But Baba, who always remains in the soul conscious stage, when he says that you are a soul, I am a soul, we remain be seated in our real position, that is soul conscious stage. Versus only Shiv Baba can be called a traveler from the faraway land. You know that you have been around the cycle of 84 births. The father says, children, I also explained to you 5,000 years ago that you do not know your own births. I know them. The things that are mentioned in the Gita are like a pinch of salt in a sack full of flour. This is the same episode of Gita, the same Mahabharat war, the same knowledge of Manmanabhav and Madhyaji Bhav. And the war is going on inside us. Baba is telling us the knowledge, Baba is giving us the knowledge of Manmanabhav, Madhyaji Bhav, and we have a tug of war inside us with the Maya. Baba says, constantly remember me alone. There truly was a war, and the Pandavas were victorious. The rosary of victory of Vishnu has been remembered. In the scriptures, it is shown that Pandavas melted away. So, how was the rosary created? If Pandavas melted away, Baba says, the how was the rosary created? You now understand that you have come here to become the rosary of Vishnu. At the top of the purifier, Father. So, in the rosary, the top there is purifier, the Father, that Shiv Baba. So that is the flower. If anybody have seen the rosary starts from a flower which is in the just top notch of the rosary. But says that there has to be his memorial. Memorials are remembered on the path of devotion. Rosaries of 8, of 108, and of 16,108 have been created. It is remembered that there is benefit for everyone due to the stage of ascending. You now know that it is your stage of ascending. You will go to the land of happiness. Your intellects have all the knowledge of how you come down and take 84 births. Because we are here, that is on the top notch of the whole cycle in the confluence age. And we have completed the whole cycle. We can see the whole cycle if we are sitting there as just like an observer, just see the whole 84 births. Baba says this knowledge shouldn't be forgotten. The Father has come to remove all our sorrows and remove the curse and to give us our inheritance of happiness. Everyone is experiencing sorrow due to the curse of Ravan. Therefore, now remember the Father and the inheritance. You know that we who belong to the Sun dynasty rule in Bharat. Shiv Baba only comes in Bharat. Remember again and again with your intellects that only Bharat was heaven. Those who haven't been around the for 84, cycle of 84 will neither be able to imbibe this nor Even Baba says that don't inspire others to imbibe it. So these are the symptoms of those who have taken 84 births, that only those who have gone through the whole cycle can imbibe this knowledge and can influence others to take this knowledge. So these are the symptoms. Baba says that you can understand that they haven't taken 84 births and that they came later, not in heaven. It is good to go first. Generally, the people live in their own new house first and then they rent it out later. Therefore, it then becomes the second hand. Baba says the golden age is the new world, and the silver age is the second hand. Baba says it now enters your intellect that you will go to the new world of heaven, make effort. Subjects will continue to create it. You will come to know who will be threaded in the rosary. If someone were told directly that he would not be a part of it, he would have heart failure. Definitely, if Baba told previously that you will not go in heaven, then definitely will not do any effort. You become a heart failure, Baba says, and this is why you are told to make effort. Check yourself and see that your intellect's yoga is not wandering. How much love do you continue to have for Shiv Baba? You say that you are going to Bap Dada, that you are going to Shiv Baba to claim your inheritance through Dada. You should go to such a father many times. However, you also have to look after your household. Some are very wealthy, but they do not have time. Baba says they do not have full faith. If we are not spending time for Baba's knowledge, if we are not spending time for taking power from Baba, then Baba says it shows that you do not have full faith on Baba. So Baba says this shows that if you are not giving time to Baba, it means that you do not have full faith. Otherwise, they would come they would come every one of 2 months to be refreshed. There would repeatedly be that pull. When a needle is covered with the rust, a magnet is not able to attract it. Those who have accurate yoga will be pulled very quickly and will come running. The more that the rust is removed, the greater the pull there will be there will be to come and meet the magnet. Baba says that definitely just check out how much rust has left, how much pull you have with Baba. Baba says there will be a song. There is a song that says, no matter what you do, even if you beat me. In India, this is a song. Baba says, I will never leave your doorstep. So this is the whole song that whatever you will do, I will never leave your doorstep. However, the stage will be at the end. There will be that stage when the rust has been removed. The Father says, O souls, although you may live at home, become one manabhav. It isn't that you have to come running here and settle down here. You clouds have to come to the ocean to be refreshed and then go to your service. Only when your bondages are finished can you go on service. So these are the conditions. Until or unless we have not broken up our bondages, we cannot go for Baba's service. Parents have a look after Parents have to look after their children, stay in remembrance of the Father and become pure. The Father has explained there are many types of obstacle in this sacrificial fire of knowledge. Some ask if God is all powerful, one, why there are certain obstacles. They don't understand that Ravan is even stronger than God. His kingdom is being snatched away, and so There are many types of obstacles. According to the drama plan, there will be obstacles once again. From the beginning, there have been obstacles created by those who are impure. It is written in the scriptures that Krishna has 16,108 queens, that, that he has bitten by the snake. So these are the many stories. There are so many stories in the Bhakti Marg that Krishna has 16,108 queens and he was bitten by a snake and the Ram Sita was abducted. So these are the stories of the path of devotion. How could Ravan enter heaven? There are so many lies. People ask how children could be born there without wives. They do not know that only those who are to claim their who have to claim their inheritance will come and understand. Therefore, there will be obstacles created by devils in this sacrificial fire of knowledge. Those who are impure are called devils. This is Raman's community. You are now at the confluence age. Although you have moved away from the Raman's kingdom, there is still some trace of it. Your intellects have the knowledge that you are now going home. Even though you are sitting here, we are physically sitting here, but mentally, through our intellect, we are there. Baba said, your intellects have the knowledge that you are sitting there. But there is disinterest in this dirty world, which is which is to become a graveyard. So when we have this feeling that this whole world is a graveyard, it's about to destroy it, it is about to get finished. So if this feeling always retains with us within our mind, then only we get totally detached from this whole world and get connected with the new world. Versus everything is explained to you with different points. In fact, there is just one point of Manmanabhav. The essence is Manmanabhav. Many write letters saying, Baba, I'm in bondage. There isn't just a Draupadi. Baba said there isn't just one Draupadi, there are thousands. You are now being transferred from the impure world to the pure world. Those who become flowers in the previous cycle will emerge. The garden of Allah is being established here. So here the garden of God, that is the heaven we are creating. Some are such beautiful flowers that you says that some are such beautiful flowers that you feel comfort on just seeing them, just like dadis and our seniors when we used to see them. And even if we see the pictures of dadis, Dadi Kulsar, Dadi Chanki ji, everyone, Dadi Prakashmani, even we see their photos and we start remembering about them, we feel as if a big comfort is given to our souls. So Baba says, just feel comfort on seeing them, just seeing them. The very name is the king of flower. Baba says, even if they are kept for 5 days, they will remain in bloom and continue to spread their fragrance. Here too, those who remember the Father and also remind others continue to spread their fragrance. The real fragrance is from Baba. So those who have connection with Baba, they also become an embodiment of those fragrance and they also start fragnating in the whole environment. Baba says they remain constantly happy. So they always keep on blooming. Baba says the Father is pleased to see such sweet, sweet children. Baba performs a very good dance of knowledge in front of such children. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. Spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual
And the
children
spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father.
Essence for dharana. First, become strong in knowledge and yoga. If you don't have any bondage, don't knowingly tie yourself in any. Remain celibate from birth. Second is, it is now our stage of ascending. Baba has come to remove all our sorrow, to remove the curse, and give us the inheritance. Remember the Father and the inheritance and stay in infinite happiness. Check that your intellect's yoga is not wandering elsewhere. Today's blessing, may you finish body consciousness by remaining stable in your self respect and become an embodiment of success. So, blessing is become an embodiment of success. But how can you become an embodiment of success? When we finish our consciousness, our body consciousness, by remaining stable in our self respect. So, when we remain in our self respect and we finish our body consciousness, then only we can get success in all ways. So, Baba's explanation is the children who remain stable in their self respect are easily able to obey every instruction of the Father. Self respect finishes all the different type of body consciousness. However, when you forget the word self in the self respect and you want respect and honor, then by making the mistake of one word, you begin to make many other mistakes. You then have to work harder and you do not believe as much instant fruit. You do not receive as much instant fruit because the instant fruit is happiness. The instant fruit is that joy, supersensuous joy. So, but the time we come in body consciousness and out of body consciousness, we need respect and honor from others. Abba says that you will not get the instant fruit which you deserve actually. So remain constantly stable in your self-respect and you will easily become an embodiment of success in your efforts and in service. The slogan is, if you want to do tapasya, if you want to do tapasya, save time and do not make excuses. So, Baba says, do not make excuses, just save your time and do tapasya. Om Shanti. So, I just want to share some of my experiences. There are so many experiences from the childhood of this Brahmin life. So, I came in knowledge when I completed my master's in mass communication. So, here I completed my worldly studies and then my godly studies started. So from the childhood I am a student, so there is no break in between. I have seen in my life, so continuously I'm a student. So first in school and then college and then this godly university. So because I had done mass communication, I was a journalist, so that is why the and before that I have done BSc medical. So there was a logics and the questions always comes in my mind uh, regarding the knowledge. But the thing is that every time I've seen that Baba do not give the knowledge through any through my making anybody as an instrument, but always I have experiences through Baba. I have seen uh, through this divine eye because I used to see and feel everything by that. Many a times Baba says that I just want to share one of my experience today because of the time. So I'm just telling you, uh, I am just remembering one of my experience Because Baba used to say in Murli sometimes that I do not because I am the purifier of the soul. I'm a surgeon for the soul. I do not treat your body. So, but I have many experiences where Baba is I become the surgeon not only for the soul but also for the body also. So once because previously in the initial stage of my Brahmin life, because nobody in my family is in knowledge, so that is why I have to face many circumstances, many problems. Although Baba has not made my always with me, and that is why I have not feel that they were problems in my life. I am always feel as if I'm ascending through those problems, and a new feeling and new experience I'm getting through those problems. So they are actually my treasures. Those are not problems but my treasures and my exams, whom I have always proud of them, because how Baba saves me from all of that to the knowledge and power, that is actually amazing. So this is a story of my life when initially when I was in knowledge, and because I have to just follow Baba's all the dharnas, so I get separated because my family was in a different state, and because of my job, my government job in Delhi, I used to stay over there. So in Delhi, there are so many my relations were there. My hometown, my father and mother actually belong from Delhi. So I have so many relatives over there. So I have many options there. But because of Dharna, I took a separate home over there. So few months I live over there. So once what happens that I was alone in my home, and it was in the evening, I have severe diarrhea. So I feel that what is happening with me. So because I belong to health ministry, so I have many medicines with me, and I used to take naturopathy and some Ayurvedic treatment. I took them, and I felt that after few hours I'll get cured. But the diarrhea become worse and worse and worse, and the hours are just I was taking treatment, but you know that we have dharna that the how many times I went to the bathroom many times, and so many times because of that my energy get drained and drained and drained. Many a time it happens, and then I was feeling so much lower energy state with this body. And I it was such because there were in India, in especially in Delhi, when there is cold weather, because those are winters, and in winter there is so much coolness in the whole environment, and in that cool environment it was very much difficult for me to take bath one, two, three, four, five, and many times. And then my body gives me answers that no, Aditi, now you do not have any power to do all these things more. And actually, the scene was such that I felt that this is the last day of my life, because the energy was drained so much, and I was feeling that about to die now. And I have no energy to go to take bath now. And without that bathing, I cannot leave. And that is why what I did, the ultimate which I did, I just locked my room, and I just wrap myself with the big blanket, and I sit in Baba's yard and I say, Baba, now this body belongs to you. If you want that I should live in this body, if you need me in this body, then do something now. Otherwise, I'm ready to leave this body. So I give an ultimatum to Baba that Baba, please take me from this body, because now I do not have any power to go again and again, and my body is totally drained. There is no power in this physical body. So it is now your decision. So I just surrendered totally my body, my soul, my thoughts to Baba, total surrender. And you know what happened? Magic happened. So what happened that actually I saw a light which comes from the clouds, from the whole sky, just passing through the clouds. A light is coming inside the house, and it is entering in my body in the center of the forehead and then coming in between my body. And I saw that light is emerging from my whole body. So this is my practical experience, that I feel that the whole light is emerging from my body, and then I slept. And then I awake early in the morning. And when I awake, I thought that maybe it was my dream. But actually, it was not dream, it was reality. And I was totally okay. No problem at all. My body was 100% okay, and I was totally cured. So it was a magic in my life, that how Baba, who says that I am the surgeon for the soul, not for the body. But when we surrender everything to Baba, then he starts helping us. So the main thing is that total surrenderness. And that is total. It should not be that even one thought we keep along with us. So there are so many experience with Baba and with Brahmin family, and the part which started of Murli, because otherwise it is not possible. Because I tell you that from the first day of my Brahmin life, I have not missed even one Murli. So it is also, I'm always thankful for this to Baba, because from the very beginning, because I took knowledge from Rajori Garden Center of Delhi. So Rukmani Dadi, I got his palna very much. So she sustain, she give very good sustenance, and also the most important sustenance which is given by Avyakt Brahma Baba from the very beginning of my Brahmin life. I've seen many times that whenever I need him as a mother, as a father, because I told you that in the initial part of my Brahmin life, used to live alone in that home, only for Brahmins, dharnas. But I actually know that I do not know any household work, because from the student life, I used to study and study and study. And I have never given any attention that I should know the household work or other about the home, how to take care of the food, how to prepare food, how to take care of the kitchen and all. Do not know about that. But I have seen in my Brahmin family that how Father Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba, your real father and mother, and how he used to make you to learn that everything in this whole world is connected with only two things: Gyan and Yog. Even if you have to prepare food, just keep Gyan and Yog, the balance of Gyan, Yog, and Seva. It will just create magics in your life. Even if you have to wear your clothes, you have to use Gyan and Yog, and there is a balance of everything here. I just give you an example of that. That very first time when I was about to prepare food, and I was just that we say that we just mashing that flour in order to make the chapati. So I do not know that how much water I have to put on that. But Baba, in a subtle way, told me that how you have to manage it, that this floor is just like knowledge, and this water is just like your yoga, that power, that the more power you will put along with your knowledge, the more it will become smooth, and the more you will become powerful. So the Baba says that if you want to make an accurate chapati, if you want to make a smooth chapati, if you want that the result should be a success, then definitely always you have to maintain this balance in all the respect. So it was just like any person is just telling me and just instructing me what to do, how to do, when to do. And there are so many stories regarding it. There are stories about Murlis also, but I think the time is over now. So it's all about.
Thank you so much, Aditi Bahan. And it's very true that there are always so many stories, but sometimes one story gives us a good message also. Na?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We all are appreciating Aditi Bahan share beautiful stories and Baba's wonderful Murli. And she does very good seva through social media. and very so much help to Baba's work. So let's have a moment of silence now, and I will play a song. You want to have like a little commentary, Aditi Ben?
Uh, Whatever you feel like.
Okay, few minutes of little commentary, but
Okay.
before that, what I can do is okay. So everybody wants to say Om Shanti and thank you to Aditi Ben. They can do that, and
Om Shanti, Aditi Ben, thank you very much.
Shanti, Om Shanti.
Shanti,
Yeah,
Om
Aditi
Om
Ben.
Shanti.
Shanti, Om
Om
Shanti,
Shanti.
Aditi Jain.
Om
Thank you.
Shanti.
Thank you.
Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
fantastic. Okay. So Aditi Ben, you can have like a few words of how we can stabilize our mind, and then we can conclude. Okay.
Okay. Just sit in silence. Detach your body. Loose the whole body parts, legs, hands, middle part, and concentrate yourself in the center of the forehead where you are residing. I am a point of light. Just like a point is full in its own self. There are no corners. In the same way, I, the soul, have no corner, neither of this body nor of the bodily relations. Detach yourself with all that. I have no connection with this soul world, which is actually material, which is physical, which is actually non real, which is not truth. I am true in myself. I am a soul. And by the real, emerge your real nature, silence. This whole world is full of noise, but I, the soul, belongs to the world of silence. Just feel as if you are totally opposite from the whole world. I do not belong to this world. My world is different. So my thoughts are different. My intellect is different. My sanskars are different. Feel this difference and feel the divinity inside your own self. Shiv Baba is giving us the divine powers. Feel as if from the world of silence, Baba is in front of us and giving us showering rays of silence, rays of happiness, rays of bliss, rays of love. 7 colors are emitting from that sun of knowledge. Feel those 7 colors inside you, which are emitting from my inner self in the whole environment, changing the environment of this body and this physical world, converting it into a divine world. Just immerse this vision within yourself. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We all are
Om
concluding.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om
Shanti.
Om
Shanti.
Shanti,
Shanti.
everyone. So we are
Om Shanti.
concluding in these beautiful feelings. Maybe all we wish everybody will have a blissful day, blessed day. Om Shanti, and thank you, Aditi Ben. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Thank you, Aditi Ben. Thank you, Hansa Ben, for arranging. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. I will
Om
end the
Shanti.
session now. Om Shanti. I will end the session and everybody will have blessed day. Om Shanti. Thank you, everybody, for joining.